Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It's Ken Abrams from Fun Enterprises with another Tuesday at 10 video blog. Growing up, my grandparents traveled the world. Now, this was not really planned, it was something they had discussed for years, but had never really gotten around to it until my grandmother got diagnosed with cancer. That changed everything. All of a sudden, there was this urgency to do something that they had talked about for years, which was to take a trip around the world. So they took that trip. It was a wonderful experience for them. They saw places they'd only dreamed about, or places that my grandfather had visited for business, but he and my grandmother had never been there just for fun, to take a vacation. Well, that first trip turned into yet another trip, and by the end, they'd taken 3 trips around the world. My grandmother was very lucky. It was not until the last 2 years of her life that the cancer really impacted her quality of life. Lately, this seems to have been on my mind quite a bit as I've heard directly or from friends the saying that people have uttered a number of times recently, which was, "This was not the retirement I expected." They had grandiose plans. They'd worked hard all their lives and they were ready to spend their retirement doing all those things that they'd wanted to do. And unfortunately, health often got in the way. And instead of being able to do a lot of what they had asked for or anticipated doing, it ended up that their retirement was really not what they had expected. It was far less exciting and far less fun. You know, I've really been very lucky. I've had some great role models in my life. My mother, before she succumbed to Alzheimer's, had also gotten to travel extensively and do a lot of the things that she'd wanted to do. She saw Broadway shows and she went to countries that she'd only dreamed of. She went on a wonderful safari in Africa with my sisters and my uncles and her second husband. It was a great experience and she talked about it often. Again, I'm lucky because I've had some of these role models. And honestly, some of the role models that I look at today are the youth of today. They're people that are not waiting for their retirement or their old age to do the things they want to do. My youngest son is a huge baseball fan, and I'm fairly certain that by the time he's 30, he will have visited all 30, I believe it's 30, well, he will have visited every major league park there is. It's something that is extremely important to him and something that he loves doing. And he's not waiting around. He's not going to be in his 60s when he completes that mission. He only has 2 or 3 stadiums left, either through family trips or business trips or just trips on his own. He has hit almost every Major League Baseball stadium there is. And he's loved it. He's loved seeing the different stadiums where different teams play, tasting the different food. It's something that he really enjoys. He also loves to go to concerts. And so almost every year he attends a number of concerts. It's something that for him is worth spending the money on. Now, that's not what everyone's going to be excited about, but whatever it is that you're excited about, whatever it is that you have on your quote unquote bucket list, don't wait. Don't wait until it's too late. Get out there and do the things you want to do. Now, honestly, I'm not a big bucket list guy. If there's something I want to do, I go do it. I've had the experience of scuba diving. I've taken a flying lesson. Those were a couple things that I really wanted to do, but I don't have a secret list. Anyway, make sure that you enjoy the time that you have and get out there and do the things you want to do.